Hello, everybody. Ted Davis here with another just one of those vlog type of videos where I give you some inspirational wisdom. So, today, what I want to talk to you guys about is really how to deal with band breakups, whether you're just a musician doing this for the fun of it, or you're a musician in a group that's trying to make a living at it, really grinding it out, and you break up either because of member disagreements, in which you end up one member does something to another member that just results in an explosion that completely tears the band apart, whether you guys are slugging it out for a long time and you just don't seem to be getting any traction. And none of the band members seem to be getting anything out of it anymore, or whatever the reason. I just want to give you some advice on how to really deal with it and internalize it, based on my own experience. So I had posted this on my social media outlets and on Facebook and Instagram, and on my band down here at Middle Tennessee State, Asphalt Auburn's Facebook as well, that uh, we played our last show this past Saturday. It was a benefit show that two organizations at my school put together, and we were fortunate enough to be a part of playing it and sharing the bill with two great artists, and it was a great night with great music, and it was incredible being up there and getting to play with my band. Asphalt Auburn, by the way, is our name, in case I didn't say that before. But and we had decided prior, and without getting too much into it, the weeks leading up into this big show for us, um, without getting too much into it, there were disagreements made. It's nothing serious. Don't worry. We're all still the best of friends. We all still love each other. We all still hang out with one another. We're on great terms. I don't want to make it seem like anybody's mad at one another. No, all the band members are still friends with one another. But in the weeks leading up to it, there were some disagreements over musical direction, and some people wanted to do. People just wanted to do different things musically, and it eventually, well, not it didn't lead to like any like arguing where we were angry with one another, but some semi-serious discussion over musical uh, differences were made, and at this point it was beginning to affect our friendship, and we decided as a group that, okay, this is too much. We're all gonna hate each other if this continues on, so we'll play this one last show, and then that's the end of it. And we came together and played this last show, and it was probably the best live show I've ever played so far in my life. It was a phenomenal experience being up there one last time with my Asphalt Auburn band members. Um, and it's an experience that I will never forget. And right now, like I said, we're still friends, and we knew this was happening. But right now, I'm starting to. This is still really, really a tough pill to swallow, because I love this band. I loved being in this band. I loved all my friends who were in this band, and I got to see my band members develop as musicians, which is a very inspiring thing to see. I learned so much for being in this band as a drummer, and I definitely improved as a musician by being in this band. So it's tough, but what I want to do is just give you some pointers. I didn't write this down. I didn't prepare this. This just came. The idea for making this video just happened to pop into my head while I was doing homework. And what I've been doing, this just happened 2 days ago, so it's still really new. But one of the things I've been doing to do this is really just continue playing music. I feel like continue playing. Well, first of all, depending on how the relationship between your band members depending on the relationship between your band members, I would definitely, after your last show, go out and celebrate. That's what we did, and a bunch of our friends came to us, and we went to a restaurant, and we had a great time, and we celebrated a victory, really, was what it was. And that left happy memories, and it was great. So, if you're on good terms, then go out and celebrate, and just really revel in the moment that you just played your last show, and that's deserving of a celebration. And you go home at the end of the night feeling very happy and feeling very satisfied that you got some closure on the fact that it was your last show. That's what I did, and I felt really good about it. And it felt really good because I finally got some closure by playing our last show. Now, of course, if your band breaks up because of some huge personal issues with some of the band members, then maybe you can't do that. But another thing I did was I didn't listen to the cover songs, because we did play some covers on Saturday night, that my band played that night. And I'm probably not going to listen to those songs for at least a couple weeks, because what that did by listening to those songs just made me think of, oh man, I'm never going to be playing this song with this group of people again. It just makes me sad. And so I just avoid listening to the songs. I've pretty much avoided listening to Led Zeppelin's version of Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You, and Black Math by the White Stripes, and Tomorrow Wendy by Andy Preboy, and House of the Rising Sun, because those are the 4 songs we covered on Saturday. And I didn't want to make myself feel sad that, oh, we're not performing these songs anymore. So that's another thing that I would avoid listening to, because all it's going to do is just make you sad that you're not playing these songs anymore. So that's something I've been doing. And thirdly, just really use this time to get as much musical inspiration as possible for your next project. Because if you know me, after a few weeks, not playing with anybody on a semi-permanent basis is going to get really boring. Just sitting in my room practicing, and the only time I get to play with other musicians is when I play to recordings. So, but during that time between projects, use this time to find out about a band you haven't listened to before, and listen to their music, listen to their discography, and maybe you'll get some musical inspiration for your next project. That's what I've been doing. I've been going back and diving more into obscure 70s hard rock bands like Tin House and Trapeze and Tucky Buzzard, stuff like that. And Toad, that's another great band right there. And just really digging in deep into their music, and maybe learning something from their sound, from a drumming perspective, and bringing that into whatever next project it may end up joining. And another thing is that don't, if you were hurting like me yesterday, and to a certain extent today, don't just sit in your room doing nothing. Go out and hang out with people. socialize with people, interact with people, do something you like that's gonna take your mind away from the fact that you don't have a band anymore. Because after a certain point, it is going to be very unhealthy to dwell on it. We all have to move on. Band breakups are tough. But if you do things you enjoy and you just don't constantly sit somewhere and just think about and not do anything, that's going to cause your mind to think about, oh man, I don't have a band anymore. I don't know what to do. And secondly, I guess as an additional point to that, a final point to that, don't give up ever just because your band breaks up. Maybe that band wasn't meant to be, and when one door closes, another one opens. You're gonna find a There's always more people. There's always people who want to go out and play music. And yeah, it sucks that you may never get to play music with that group of people again, but there's always more people out there who want to play music. But what I can do is look back on my time with Asphalt Auburn. We've been together since February, and like I said, we played our last show on Saturday. Excuse me. And I look back, and when I look back on my time during our journey together, I have nothing but great memories of it. And like I said, I'm fortunate enough to be in a position where my band breaks up, but we're still the best of friends. We still see each other every day. We still hang out with one another. We still socialize on a regular basis, and we're like family. But unfortunately, we have a mutual understanding. Well, maybe it's just not a good idea playing music together, because all it's going to end up doing is just, if we keep doing this for longer, we're no longer going to be friends. And I think we're friends first, then bandmates. So that's kind of it. I hope you found this advice useful. If your band is breaking up, I'm very, very sorry. It sucks. But you'll get through it. We're musicians. This is how it is sometimes. But anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. And stay tuned for more videos in the future. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.